If you have great answers to these four questions, then you have a very strong romance plot or subplot. I am Bryn Donovan. I am a professional book editor and a romance author. I am going to make these next 5 minutes really worth your while. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you like to hear about writing. Question number one is, why are these two perfect for each other? Now, physical attraction is great, but I have noticed that there are plenty of hot people in the world. I'm happy for them when they get together with one another. I'm not that invested. But if you can convince me that your two characters are soulmates, then I am really invested. I'm going to keep on turning the pages. In my book, Her Night at the Museum, not only does Emily bring Griffin back to life, she also knows a lot about medieval history, which helps him acclimate to modern Chicago. And for her part, after going through this rough divorce, Griffin, with his over-the-top romanticism, is just the perfect person to make her believe in love again. Okay, question number two is, what is the conflict on both sides to their romance? Now, you can get caught up in some external conflict that they face together. Maybe they have to make the Christmas parade a success. Maybe they have to overthrow an evil government. That's all great stuff, but we still need a conflict to the romance itself. All right, what's keeping them from being committed and winding up together? In my book, by the way, Master List for Writers, I have a list of 50 conflicts that could be taken all kinds of different ways to give you some ideas for that question number two. Question number three is, why are they going to have enough time together on the page for them to fall in love and for me to believe that they fell in love? You know, in a lot of movies, we'll see a montage where the characters are falling for each other. In a romance novel or even in a big romance subplot, you have to write that montage. You have to say what they're talking to each other about and what they're doing together. Sometimes I'll see in a romance manuscript, they'll say, gosh, we just keep on running into each other for some reason. It's a lot better if you have a real reason for them to be together. If they start dating right away, then you still have to think about, how am I going to keep up that conflict? But one way or another, we need to see them talking together a lot, interacting a lot, so that when one of them says, I love you, we actually believe it. Question number four is, how are both of these characters going to learn or change or grow to get their happy ever after? All right, the characters that we see at the end of the book are not the characters that we met on page one. Now, in a past job of mine, I had to pitch romance stories to TV producers. And the first couple of ones I did, I crashed and burned because the heroes in the book, these were male-female romances, and the heroes in the book didn't have enough character growth. And so the senior exec in the room would say, I don't understand his arc. And I would be done, right? And so I learned that both of those characters, we need to see how they change and grow. That's what makes us feel like we've been on a journey that really mattered. Now, I'm going to share just a couple of other resources for you. If you're having trouble figuring out why your characters will spend a lot of time together, I wrote an article for Writer's Digest, 50 reasons for your characters to be stuck together. It's about forced proximity, so I'll link that below. On my blog, I also have a character arc generator, basically, so it's like 50 ideas for how characters change and grow. So I'll link that down there too. All right, so if you had great answers to those four questions and you have a happy ending, then you have a great romance novel plot. Now, you may be asking me, what if I want to write a bittersweet or sad love story? That's absolutely fine. You don't have a romance novel there. The romance novel label specifically says it has a happy ever after. Plenty of people like to read love stories that are sad or bittersweet. Plenty of people like to see that in a subplot as well. So you can do that there. If you have any other questions, let me know. All right. And thank you so much for watching and happy writing.